welcome everybody. Today we're talking with Shangrila, who hates bittermelon, loves cookies and cream ice cream. She's been a restaurant cook and has competed in the Red Bull Trans-Siberian Extreme as a solo cyclist. Her nickname is Sha-Boom. She wishes she was from Hawaii, and she collects miles. She's here today to tell us about her cross-country bicycling tour. So welcome.
It's funny, collects miles.
Yeah, right? I know, exactly.
In April. Yeah, I think I answered like, collects what? Yeah, I collect miles. That is true.
I know.
True.
It is true. So welcome, Shangrila. We're going to start the timer.
All right.
And you tell us all about the bicycle journey and when you do it.
Oh my goodness. That was actually just last year.
Wow.
So it's called Cruise Across America. And it was, I honestly did not realize or did not plan that I was going to do it last year. And it's crazy because I know it's Cruise Across America from California to Georgia. To be a big thing. It's one of my big dreams. But then when I said I was going to do it, I decided only with 6 weeks before the actual date. So I was like just in the computer. I'm like, what's up in the computer? And I saw this event. And I said like, oh, that sounds cool. That's a great training because I was training for another race, which is the one that I made a world record also just last year, end of the year. It was my second world record. But I said like, oh, I want to use that Cruise Across America as a training. Wow. When is it? And it was only 6 weeks. And I saw like, oh my God. And then I researched more. And that's when I realized, oh, one of my idols when I used to not know how to ride my bike, when I didn't have a bike yet, was also Guinness World Record holder, Shauna Hogan, was actually the one who was organizing it. I said, I can't miss this one out. I mean, I'm gonna ride this, across America. It's going to be a good training for my race, which is where, and I wanted to make a world record. And plus I get to ride this badass woman that I've been like following for at least 10 years.
Wow.
And so even though it was 6 weeks, I'm like, okay, I guess I gotta sign up. But the good part is that I was training. So it was not bad. And it was, COVID was really like high. Like at the rate, it was around May when I decided. So the Cruise Across America, it was from California to Georgia. When I signed up for it, I was scared and excited because first of all, I've never been to all those states that was mentioned there. And now that I'm gonna cross the America, like, ooh, okay. So I was scared, but then I was so excited. I told myself like, if not now, when else? I mean, this is something, I always look at those signs wherein if it's coming to me and it seems like it's coming into places, maybe it's something that I need to follow through, even though I'm not sure about what I'm doing. So that's what I did. That was, it started July 7th and it was an 18 days, which is good. It's only 18 days, but at the same time, there's like 18 days and you're riding with this other badass ultra cyclist. So it was only 3 of us cycling, and then we do have the good part is that there's also support van, so which helped out. So yeah, it was last year.
Last year, 18 days. I can't even imagine.
Yeah.
I mean, driving that far in 18 days because you have to stop and see stuff, and you're on a bicycle, so that must have been crazy. I was going to ask what it's like to prepare, but it sounds like you only had 6 weeks. Was there anything that?
Oh, there's a lot.
That you.
Well, first,
Go ahead.
So, training. I mean, training wise, physically, I know I was trained, but at the same time, because I was just so busy, honestly, my training and cycling was just all indoors.
Okay.
Yeah, I know. So, like I wasn't going to the mountains because mountain is far, but then I still want to get out there. And I thought, that's why I said like, this is a good training. Right. So I use that as a training. The next one is that, okay, well, while I'm out there for 18 days, what's going to happen with the athletes I'm coaching? Because I'm coaching full time.
Okay.
And so I manage athletes who are also committed on the races. I don't want to drop the ball. So those is the other thing. So I need to do some training to delegate things. It can be a lot of things.
Right.
And, so time management. And I said like, okay, I want this, how am I gonna go about it? And then I just list them out. Of course, it's not as simple as that, but delegate, having a team support, and also my wife, Vinetta, who's also very supportive. Also, the other portion that I was kind of like not sure is that I've never been really traveling with my wife, Vinetta, without her, because I get like, what if I get hurt? Who's gonna beside me? Like, no one's gonna be out there, and I still have to ride my bike next day.
Right.
So those are my concerns, but at the same time, it was a learning experience. I grew.
Yeah.
Being on my own, being self-sufficient. That was a proof that, like, even though it's 6 weeks, if you really want something, it can be done.
Right.
Yeah.
That's so true. So what are some of the most scenic locations? Because you mentioned never seen.
Oh my goodness.
Did certain places like kind of imprint on you how
amazing? That's just like, okay, well, if you don't mind, there's a lot of amazing things.
Yeah.
Well, definitely, I mean, California, well, it was July, so it was very hot. So I got to experience cycling at over 100-degree Fahrenheit.
Oh gosh.
I mean, in Arizona, I can see like it was 114 Fahrenheit.
Mm-hmm.
And that is on top of like climbing hills. So that was Arizona. It was hot. I love mountains. I can't remember the mountains though, but I love mountains. When I was in Colorado, so what we did is that we passed from California, Arizona, Colorado, and then because there's a block because of the COVID, then we had to go down through a van. But we did Texas, 4 days in Texas because it's big.
Yeah.
And then Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia. I hope I don't forget a state. Those are the states. I know. So I just say like, 18 days. I passed through that. But what the most state that I really liked the most was actually Colorado.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because of the weather, the scenery, and of course it was a hard ride. But I mean, we started off like at 4,000 feet elevation going on all the way to over 10,000 feet elevation gain.
Wow.
So that was a great experience for me because I just love climbing, and I just love the mountains. It was hard. The downhill was scary.
Yeah.
Because it was just big hills. And then Tex, I think when you say about like what's the most amazing thing that I've seen is more I have more fun in actually experiencing the culture, the sceneries, the climates, the change of climates, the views. In Texas is completely different also. It was very humid. So actually just the experience of cycling, being on the bike and experiencing those different things that I wouldn't experience just in California.
Right.
Definitely one of the things that I did love was, crossing across the Mississippi River. First of all.
Wow.
Yeah, because it was my first time in Mississippi. So that was there you go. That's it. All right.
That's a 7 minutes. Unbelievable. I had more questions. So many more questions for you.
So sorry.
No, don't apologize. Because you have great stories. That's exactly what we wanted to hear.
Okay. So that was it then. We're good?
Yeah, we're good.
Oh, okay,
so
good.
That was perfect. Because our 7 minutes ended there, right, April? Do we want to do our...
that was our 7 minutes. So thank you so much, Shangrila, for sharing your story.
Thank you too.
If anyone wants to connect with Shangrila and hear more about her story, ask her questions about how you go about doing this or training for one of these amazing rides, she's the woman to ask.
Thank you, April. Thank you, Cindy. Appreciate it.
Yeah, and we also have Cindy and I are doing a question and answer series. Check the link below, send us your photos or questions, and travel with us through real stories from real people. So thank you.
Thank you. Bye.